Hello, everyone. My name is Taylor Beaver, and I am the Student Information System Records Manager, also known as the District Registrar at Hartford Union High School. We are so excited to have your student as a future Hartford Oriole. In this video, I will be going over how to complete the new student online enrollment process, also known as NSOE. As always, please do not hesitate to reach out to the district if you have any questions along the way. We are all very happy to help. I will also include my contact information in this video. All right, so before we dive in, I just would like to briefly clarify, as there always seems to be a bit of confusion every year, is the difference between NSOE and our online registration. So NSOE is completed one time throughout the student's high school years, which is when a student enters HUHS for the first time. And this is information I'm covering with you today in the video. Typically, this happens as the student is an incoming freshman or a transfer student into the district. The only time NSOE would have to be completed again is if a student withdraws from HUHS and then tries to re-enter the district. On the other hand, online registration is something that is completed every new school year, and this information is always sent out in late July, early August. Okay, so here we have the letter in which you all should have received. And we will follow step 1 as found on the letter. So if you currently have a student at HUHS, you will want to follow option 1, which will be navigating to your Skyward Family Access account. If you are viewing this letter through email, feel free to click on the hyperlink, which will take you directly to the Skyward Family Access login page. Otherwise, you will have to navigate to the HUHS website at www.huhs.org. And then once you are here, you will click on the skyward rainbow looking icon, which then takes you to the login page. So you will log in here, and you will click on New Student Enrollment HUHS. And this brings you to the application form, which you can begin to start filling out. So now, if you do not have a child at HUHS, you will want to follow option 2. If you are viewing this letter electronically, feel free to click on the hyperlink. Otherwise, we will have to navigate to the HUHS website. And then once you're on this screen, you will go to Prospective Families, New Student Enrollment. And here is our New Student Enrollment website. Once you are here, you'll want to click on If you do not currently have a student enrolled at HUHS. Here you will insert all of your contact information. After submitting your account request, please check your email for your login credentials. If you do not have an email, please click on I do not have an email, and this will allow you to create your own login. After submitting your account request, a pop-up screen will appear with your login information. We will now move on to the application form. Please read the directions for each step carefully. If you have missing information, Skyward will prompt you to review. Also note that each step must be fully completed before moving on to the next. Here on step 1, we will be filling in student information. Please note that I have already filled in some of my fields, but I will still be highlighting some of the fields within this step. Please pay close attention to the last, middle, and first name fields to ensure that you are spelling the student's name correctly. The student's last, middle, and first name must be their name as it appears on their birth certificate. If the student has had a legal name change, legal court-ordered documentation will need to be provided. Please also pay close attention that you are inputting the correct birthday information for the student. When you enter in the student birthday, you may get a message that will pop up that looks like this. You can click on OK. Down towards the bottom of this section, you will indicate that this is an application for the next school year. Please continue to complete all other fields. I also want to highlight that the home language survey is kind of hidden, but it is still a required step. Be sure to click on the link and complete the home language survey. Without completing this step, you will not be able to move forward. At Section 2, when you enter the oral and written communication, another box may appear. Don't feel like you have to continue to fill it out multiple times. This is only for parents who may speak multiple languages. As long as you have one language selected for oral and written, you are good to go. Please make sure you complete the Technology at Home survey. And in this section, you will enter the previous school district and school. So for example, if your student went to Central Middle School, you would put Central Middle School in the school in the district student previously attended box, and you would put Hartford Joint 1 in the previous school district box. In this next section, you will need to select the next school year for the 2022-2023 school year. And then under the expected enrollment date, you can go ahead and insert September 1st, 2022 as the expected enrollment date because that is the first day of school. Once you have everything completed, you may click on Complete Step 1 and move to Step 2, Family/Guardian Information. All right, moving on to Step 2. Here on Step 2, you'll be entering in all of the parent and guardian information for the student. If you already have a student at HUHS, you may notice that information has been autofilled in each field. Please make sure that you are still double checking that all the fields are completed and correct. If this is the first student you have entering the district, you will have to make sure you complete all the required fields. You will start by entering in the primary phone and the family home language. Then you will enter in the home address, followed by the parent and guardian information. Please note that the legal parent or guardian needs to be enrolling the student. If you have custody paperwork, please make sure you provide the district with that information. If you do not have custody of the student you are trying to enroll, please be aware that additional steps may be required and that someone from the district may be reaching out to you. With that being said, please make sure that you are selecting the correct relationship in the Relationship to Student box. If you are a split family, please make sure that you are entering in information for the student's other parent or guardian by clicking on Yes, I want to add a legal guardian who lives at a different address. Once you have completed all the required fields for Step 2 and all guardians have been entered, click on No, complete Step 2 and move to Step 3, Medical/Dental information. On Step 3, please only add information in the box if your student has an allergy or medical condition. If your student doesn't have any medical information that needs to be provided, please leave this blank and move on to Step 4. Please do not add an emergency contact name and phone number here. That information will be completed in the next step. Step 4 allows you to add any emergency contacts. Please do not list yourself as the parent or guardian as an emergency contact because you already listed yourself under Step 2. I want to reassure you that in the event of an emergency, parent or guardians will be contacted first, but in the event they cannot be reached, the emergency contact may be contacted. You do not have to list any emergency contacts, however, it is strongly recommended that you do. Once you are done entering in emergency contacts, you may move on to Step 5. All right, so in Step 5, I'll be going over our requested documents. So if you've had a student attend HUHS in the past, Step 5 may be new to you as HUHS is requiring proof of residency. So students who qualify for admission to district schools in accordance with Board of Education Policy 5111 shall be accepted when the following document has been submitted at the discretion of the administration, which is proof of residency. So basically, you are just providing HUHS with documentation that you live within the Hartford Union High School District and that you are truly living at the address you provided in step 2. Proof of residency documents must be current, valid, and in the name of the parent or guardian enrolling the student, and must match the address that is provided in step 2. 2 documents will need to be provided, and only 1 document per group A, B, and C, listed on this screen down here, may be submitted. So in my opinion, I think a utility bill and a driver's license are 2 of the easiest documents to provide. If you are unable to provide proof of residency due to living arrangements, please reach out to the district. Please note that proof of residency will need to be provided before your NSOE application will be approved and before you select classes for your student. Now I will go through how to upload a document during this step. The easiest way to upload these documents is to take a picture of the document, email it to yourself, download it to your desktop or save it in your files, and then upload it to Skyward. So I already have a picture of my document and it's already saved in my files, so now I will click on Choose File, navigate to where that is saved, which is right here, and I would just open this file, and as you can see, it just uploaded. If I were to click on this, it would download the file that I uploaded, so I can verify that it's correct, and here it is. And this address matches the one that I provided in step 2. So you would do the same thing for your second document. If for some reason you are unable to scan or upload documentation directly to Skyward Family Access, please stop in the main office, or you can email me those documents. And like I said earlier, I will provide my contact information at the end of this video. Before I wrap up, I just want to track back to the NSOE letter to outline another required document that will need to be submitted in order to register at HUHS. Again, in accordance with Board of Education Policy 5111, a birth certificate and per statute can be submitted for inspection only, but not copied. We will be requiring all incoming 9th graders to provide the original copy of a birth certificate with a raised seal for inspection prior to attending school on September 1st. This will require parents to bring the original birth certificate in person to the high school. However, there are many opportunities for you to do that, and one of them being during our showcase event. HUHS is super excited to be hosting our showcase event again on February 9th, 2022 from 6 to 8 p.m. We will have HUHS staff members be available to inspect copies of the birth certificate during this time. We will also be there to support parents during the NSOE process if needed. In case you are wondering what Showcase is, it is a night filled with fun along with live demonstrations, experiments, interactive activities, and so much more. This is a great opportunity to learn about what HUHS has to offer, and also being a previous student of HUHS myself, I highly encourage you to attend. We all look forward to seeing you there. However, if you are not able to attend Showcase, you will have an opportunity to bring your student's birth certificate during registration come August. Otherwise, you can make arrangements to bring it into the HUHS office another time during our office hours, which are 7 to 3:30 p.m. I also want to highlight real quick our NSOE page on our Hartford Union High School website as a great resource. So if you navigate to Hartford Union High School website under the Prospective Families and New Student Enrollment, here's our New Student Enrollment webpage. Here we have some great resources. We have the NSOE letter in case you want to reference it electronically. We also have written NSOE help guide instructions, and we will add a link to this video once it is completed. All right, so I think that concludes our video for today. As I mentioned several times in my video, I said that I would provide contact information at the end. So here is the contact information for myself along with Hartford Union High School. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to myself or anybody else at the district. Thank you.